Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Down to Earth Astronomy, and today we're taking a look at a game called Discovering Space 2. Well, it's not as much as a game as an interactive encyclopedia as far as I know. But let's just go ahead and get in the game. It's, as you can see, it's in VR. So let's get in there and have a look at this.
To close the canopy, please apply the throttle gently.
Apply the canopy. Oh, canopy is open. Huh.
You will have full control of your ship once you are clear of the launch bay.
Oh, that's cool.
Enjoy your journey.
You are now
Wow.
leaving the star carrier.
What's the star carrier? Can we have a look at the ship? Ooh. Pretty. So again, it's like, as I understand it, it's like you can fly around the solar system and you can find different objects and there will be some narrated information, but it is a gorgeous looking game. Just look at that. As we accelerate here. Okay, let's go to something close. I think Venus. You know what? Let's try Venus. See if we can get that arrow pointing in the right direction. There we have it. And then we can see at the HUD at the top here. At the current speed, it will take us 41 minutes to get there. So let's accelerate. We can see the speed here. Currently we are at... Oh, hold on. Oh, that is cool. Look at that. You can actually get the blue shift as you approach the speed of light. Oh, hold on. Brake, brake, brake. So as you get... Oh, we'll do that again. We'll get to a bigger planet. As you get to closer to the speed of light, the stars in front of you get blue shifted.
Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun, and is the second brightest object in the night sky after the Moon.
Can we actually go into the atmosphere?
Venus is nearly as big as the Earth with a diameter of 12,104 kilometers.
I mean, Venus has a very thick atmosphere,
Venus
so
is also known as the morning star and the evening star.
I'm not sure if our
The
spaceship can handle
surface
this.
temperature is 462 degrees centigrade, and
Oh.
because Venus does not tilt on its axis, there is no seasonal variation.
See, that's what happens if you hit the atmosphere
The
too
dense
quickly.
atmosphere of around 96% carbon
Oh, look at that, the
dioxide
volumetric
traps heat and
clouds. That
causes
looks
a
so good.
greenhouse effect.
I didn't hear that.
A detailed study of Venus is currently underway. In 2006, the Venus Express space shuttle was sent into orbit around Venus by the European Space Agency, and is sending back information about the planet.
I can't see anything right now.
Originally planned to
Not-
last 500 Earth days, the mission has been extended several times.
Oh, look at that. You can actually see that his legs, the pilot's leg here is
1,000
floating.
volcanoes or volcanic centers larger than 20 kilometers have been found on the surface of Venus. The atmospheric pressure on Venus is 92 times greater than the Earth's.
I think we're about to break
While
the cloud
its
cover.
size and mass are similar to Earth, the small asteroids are crushed when entering its atmosphere, meaning no small craters lie on the surface of the planet.
Oh, this is so
The
cool.
pressure felt by a human on the surface would be equivalent to that experienced deep beneath the sea on Earth.
Oh, we got to almost complete standstill. So we get some speed up again, but this looks so cool. And the atmospheric effects are done very, very well. But I think this is pretty much what the game is. You can fly around and then there will be like these, not really narrated, but computer narrated informations about the different objects in the solar system. So if you like VR and you like space, I definitely think this is something that could be quite interesting. I'm definitely gonna spend some time in here. Right now I just want to get down, see if we can actually land on the surface. I'm not sure if this ship has landing gear. I see gravity is actually pulling us down right now. Oh, okay. So clearly there is there's no landing on the surfaces of the planet. Let's see if we can boost out of here. That's a bit of a shame that you can't land on the planets. Let's see if we can get out of the planet again. Can you overheat? Ah! Ha! Oh, that's so cool. What's that? I don't know what that is. Anyway, let's get around to try to see what else is in this game. Just get a quick look at the planet.
Venus rotates in the opposite direction to most other planets.
Let's try to go to Saturn. Look at that blue shift. So, it's gonna take us 4 minutes to get out to Saturn. Let's do that. So, in case you don't know, in relativity, once you begin to approach the speed of light, because the stuff in front of you is moving so fast towards you, or you're moving so fast towards it, the lights get compressed, making it more blue. And I'm pretty sure that if we go into free camera mode and look behind us, see, it's just black. Because, of course, we're moving so fast that light cannot catch up to us. But if we slow down a little bit, can we do that? How do I get back in? Oh, hold on. There, see, as we begin to accelerate, this is how it would normally look. And as we accelerate, it becomes more and more red because we are moving away, and now we're moving it into the infrared area. But we're moving away from it, so we're stretching the wavelength so much that we're actually moving it outside the visible range. How do I get back in? Do I really have to maneuver it back in place? That's a bit silly. Okay, here we go. But that's pretty cool that I've implemented that. Oh, hold on. And also the fact that even though we're traveling at the speed of light right now, it still takes us 4 minutes just to get out here. It gives a very good sense of scale, I think. So I'm interested to see how thick the rings are modeled, because in reality they are only like a meter or 2 meters. Some places I think up to around 10 meters thick, which is actually pretty much two-dimensional when you look at the scale of the rings. So I'm quite interested to see what they have done, and if you can actually get into the ring and if it will render the asteroids. That would be pretty cool, I think.
Saturn.
Whoa.
Saturn is the 6th planet from the Sun and the most distant that can be seen with the naked eye.
Oh my god, that looks
Saturn
so good.
is the 2nd largest planet and is best known for its fabulous ring system that was first observed in 1610 by the astronomer Galileo Galilei. Like Jupiter, Saturn is a gas giant and is composed of similar gases
Wow.
including hydrogen, helium and methane.
This is almost like Elite when you're going in for mining. Just look at that. But it looks like they modeled the faster flight. Wow, we're still flying very quickly. Okay, frame rates of the rocks is, look at that, stuttering there. The rest is pretty smooth, I think. But the rocks for some reason is not being updated as frequently. You see the ring here, everything is stuttering right now. See if we can actually fly. Wow, okay, it's not happy when we do this. I mean, you can see that when I move my head, it's still smooth, but for some reason... Oh, there we go. You just have to go below a certain speed. That is okay, for some reason. So the rings are... Oh, these are just... Ha! These are just flat, two-dimensional objects. Will you look at that? Okay, so as you can see, it's not perfect, but I still think it's pretty good. Let's try to. So the rings in
it is the fifth brightest object in the solar
in reality
system
is
and
actually
also
only it's only made of like dust particles. It's very, very, very small particles. I mean, what you see in Elite
the rings are made
with so
mostly
large
of
rocks is
chunks
actually
of
fairly
ice and
uncommon.
small amounts of carbonaceous dust.
There are a few rocks in the rings that should be the size of approximately
The
a
first
bus.
up-close view of the rings were by Pioneer 11 spacecraft, which flew by Saturn in 1971.
Oh, there we go. Just zoomed past it. So I think this
The
representation of
rings
a ring
stretch out more than 120,000
is a lot more realistic than what we get in
kilometers from
Elite.
the planet, but are amazingly thin, only about 20 meters.
Okay, 20 meters. Close though.
Saturn's atmosphere is composed primarily of hydrogen and a small amount of helium.
Okay, so now we
It
should be
exists in
able
layers
to...
that get denser farther into the planet. Eventually, deep inside, the hydrogen becomes metallic.
Oh, let's go to Titan. There it is. One of the moons around Saturn.
At the core,
Here we are.
Saturn has the most extensive rings in the solar system.
This is pretty cool.
When viewed through a
Let's see if we get
telescope,
through the atmosphere
its
here.
rings can be clearly seen. While all the gas
this-
giants in our solar system have rings, none of them are as extensive or distinctive as Saturn's. Saturn's rings are made up of billions of particles that range in size from tiny dust grains to objects as large as mountains.
As large as mountains, that seems a bit...
These are made up of chunks of ice and rock, believed to have come from asteroids, comets or even moons, that broke apart before they reached the planet.
Oh, this is cool. So even though we are so close, although we're actually just
Saturn's
inside the
rings
atmosphere,
are divided into 7 groups.
you can see how
named
thick the atmosphere is, so we can
alphabetically from A to G,
almost
in
not
the
see
order of
anything
their
outside the
discovery.
atmosphere. We can just see Saturn through the atmosphere here. If we go down all the way to the surface,
The
I'm pretty
thin
sure we
F
won't be able
ring
to
is
see
kept
them
in place
at all.
by 2 of Saturn's moons, Prometheus and Pandora. These are referred to as shepherd moons.
Okay, so we can see it a little bit.
Other satellites are responsible for creating divisions in the rings as well as shepherding them.
I think we're gonna go next to that comet. I really want to see that. Where is it? Waypoints. Okay, so here we are. We are coming up now on 67p. Whoops. I figured out that it was actually here on the dashboard you could turn the narration off, which I've done. Oh, where did it go? Whoops, way too quickly. There it is. There we go. Small, tiny comet. I don't know if you guys have been following the or followed the Rosetta mission. Here it is. Oh, look at that. But the comet here has this very distinct shape where it has like two big lobes connected with like a thin bridge between them. And you can so there's a difference between a comet and an asteroid. An asteroid is essentially a big hunk of iron flying through space, where a comet, which this is essentially compressed snow and dirt. And what you see is all these gas jets, which is when the asteroid is being hit by sunlight, the surface heats up, which causes the snow and ice to actually evaporate, and that's what comes out of these gas jets, not from the spaceship, of course, but from the asteroid. Try to get some distance to it so we can see it properly. Go to the sunny side. See, so now that we get to the sunny side, we begin to see these gas jets. And it's essentially because it's dry ice. So just as with dry ice, when that melts, it doesn't really melt, it evaporates, goes straight from a liquid, no, straight from a solid to a gaseous form. Oh, it is pretty though. Try to get a little bit of a distance so we can have a good look at it again. Hold on, headset's falling off. There we go. Much better. Let's turn around and have a look again. Oh, it is so pretty. So if I recall correctly, I think Philae landed on... Oh my god, I can't remember. I think it landed on the smaller lobe, on the outer side of the smaller lobe. I highly doubt you can actually find Philae on this. It would be cool though if you could. Okay, see there's like a crater, like a rim here. It's almost like... You can see there's like an edge right here. So it looks like the asteroid has once been bigger, and maybe it was hit by something which made that weird shape in the middle. So I think Philae landed somewhere around here. In a crater, or at least somewhere that's very shadowy. I think Philae bounced, what, 3 times before he landed. He was supposed to... Philae was supposed to like have these like drills on his legs and like a harpoon that it would fire just before it would hit the surface, and then use the harpoon to actually wheel itself down, because the gravity of an asteroid like this is so small that gravity itself is not enough to keep it on the surface. So that's why they needed the harpoon, and the harpoon was essentially just like a gas canister with a harpoon stuck in one end, and once they needed to fire the harpoon, they would just release the harpoon, and the gas would then push out the harpoon, which would then hopefully get stuck in the surface. But unfortunately, it seemed that during the flight out to the comet here, oh, that's a very dark blob of something. But anyway, during the trip out here, some of the gas, pretty much all the gas, was leaked from the harpoon, meaning it wouldn't fire. So they had no means of actually stabilizing or getting down in the position they wanted to. So what ended up happening was that instead of landing in the spot they wanted to, they just like impacted the surface and then bounced, I think, 2 times before they finally came to rest. But problem was then it wasn't really the right side up, and it didn't have enough the sunlight to recharge its batteries, meaning that the mission was cut short. They could only get like the absolute most important measurements from the comet, but they did get some, and they still managed to salvage some information from the land. Oh, this is so cool. Just look at that. And I guess this is the same thing with this one. You can just fly through it if you want to. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Very good, very interesting game. And definitely something that I could see myself spending some time on, just putting the narration back on, and then just sit and listen to everything. Where did the comet go? Oh wow, we're already pretty far away. Oh well. Anyway, much better. Thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like down below and consider subscribing to the channel. If you have other small, interesting space games like this that you think I should take a look at, let me know in the comments as well. Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in space. I also live stream quite often, so if you're interested in that, remember to subscribe to the channel, and if you have any games that you feel could work well for a live stream, let me know, and I'll take a look at it and consider it.